Hey guys, it's Venus Brown with my realtor next door. Credit. It's the 6-letter word most people don't want to think about. But let's talk about why credit is important, specifically why your credit is important. Now take my two hypothetical friends, Linda and James, for example. Linda recently loaned James $100 and they both agreed that James was going to pay her back the following month. Here's the problem. It's 3 months later, he still hasn't paid her back. And now James needs to borrow another $100. Sound familiar? Now, if you were Linda, would you lend James more money? Probably not. You only want to lend money to someone if you knew they were good for it. And he clearly isn't. That's the basic idea behind credit. Before a lender will give you money, they want to know if you're good for it. In other words, they want to know your credit reputation. A good credit reputation tells lenders and creditors that you're likely to pay them back. A bad credit reputation tells them it might be risky to lend you money. This is true with almost all debts, whether it's education, cars, credit cards, or houses. Why does this matter to you? Because at some point you probably will need to borrow money. And the amount of interest you get charged, or even if the lender will give you the loan or the credit card, usually depends on how good your credit reputation is. A better reputation increases your chances and typically means a lower interest rate. A worse reputation typically means a higher interest rate, or you could actually be denied a loan or credit card completely. To understand why the last point matters, suppose you need to buy a car. It costs $15,000 and you want to finance it over 5 years. Someone with a good credit reputation might get a lower interest rate. Let's assume 6%. Someone with no credit reputation or a really bad one might be charged a higher interest rate, let's say 15%. So in this example, having a bad credit reputation is going to cost you an extra $4,000 over the life of the loan. Now, I know it may not seem like a lot of money to some, but I'm pretty sure you could think of a better way to spend $4,000 instead of throwing it away on interest. Need another reason to care about your credit reputation? Look no further than your ability to secure housing for you and your family. Whether you agree with it or not, your credit reputation tells a potential landlord how likely you are to pay your bills on time or whether you even pay them at all. Having a bad credit reputation makes you high risk of not paying your rent on time or at all. A potential landlord doesn't know anything about you. You're a total stranger. The only thing they have to go on is how you look on paper. And if your credit or your financial reputation isn't worth the paper it's written on, how is he or she expected to trust that you'll pay the rent as agreed? A bad credit reputation will affect many things you want to do in the near future. By learning more about it, learning what a credit score is, what it means to have good or bad credit, and how you can improve your credit no matter how bad it is, you'll be able to take advantage of the many ways credit can positively impact your life. I hope this information was helpful. If you have any questions or you just want to talk more about credit, feel free to contact me. I'd love to help. I'm Venus Brown with my realtor next door. Take care.